I'm honored that you should come to me.
What about the crown? Is it finished?
I seem to recall telling you exactly when the crown will be finished, and that time isn't yet. Take care now.
Good day to you.
This is the block that fell on him.
And what am I supposed to see? I don't know anything about stone.
Well, you've taken delivery of stone before. Surely you can tell one kind from another.
I can't remember details like that. Ask someone who really handles the stone.
I found the head they dug up near the scaffolding.
And what about it?
Someone put it there on purpose. And the horns are fake. They were stuck on. It's definitely nothing to do with the devil.
So someone really is plotting against us. But what does he hope to gain from it?
I don't know. But I'll try to find out.
Take care now.
What do I have to do to enter the monastery?
You have to know how to read and write, speak Latin, and have a letter of admission from the abbot. But most importantly, your soul must be filled with Christian fervor, and you must be willing to lay down your life for our Savior.
Letter of admission? Great.
That's the least of your worries. By the look of you, I'd say your biggest problem will be your lack of zeal, so you won't get the letter of admission anyway. Tell me, are you capable of spending your days in quiet meditation and prayer to our Lord? Of renouncing the flesh and raising your spirit to the service of God? You have no business here if you aren't a monk. Be gone. Hey. Are you deaf? You aren't allowed here. If you won't go the easy way, we'll make sure you leave the hard way.
What are you looking for? No one's allowed in here.
You there! Stop! Surrender!
Stop.
You've committed a crime! Hey, who the hell do you think you are? Didn't I tell you, you've no business here? If it was up to me, I'd send you straight to the chopping block. You're lucky the law will only let me throw you in jail.
All right, that's enough. Maybe you didn't realise.
What of it?
Jail? All right, let's go and get it over with quick.
Get moving.
I hope you rot there.
What is it you want here?
Jesus Christ. Your clothes. Were you assaulted? Damn bandits, may they burn in hell.
I'm interested in your...
And what is it you'd like?
I'd like that. Thank you.
As you wish. Do you have the coin?
I'm not giving you that much.
And how much are you...
What do you say to this?
That's a... You won't regret spending... Good luck, then.
I'd like to,
Uh-huh.
no deal. No deal. No deal. No deal. No. I'd like that. Thank you.
But of course.
I'm not giving you that much.
And how much are you willing to pay?
Satisfied?
It'll take more than that.
Are we agreed?
Well now. You won't regret spending... May the Lord watch over...
I'd like to, order something.
So what are you interested...
I've, heard you have nice girls here.
But of course. Money first, though.
I'm not giving you that much.
And how much are you willing to pay?
Is this enough?
You're a right pinch purse. You won't regret... Goodbye.
Oh. 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 Oh.
God bless. May the Lord watch over you.
Can we do something about...
My humble greet. Take care.
Can we do something about the...
Well,
What about this?
well now. Finally, a reasonable sum.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
My respects to you.
I've got some goods here who...
All right.
I've got some good...
All right. Take care now.
Let's talk about the
Here. And, something for your trouble.
My word. Thank you kindly.
I'm Henry from Skalitz, and I'm looking to mill a...
I expect Peshek sent you. And if it was Peshek who sent you, you can't be a complete dolt. I'll try you out. The tailor in Sasso has received some valuable brocade. Can you get it for me?
No problem. It'll be here in no time at all.
Good. It ought to be at his shop. Bring the whole bolt.
I'd like you to teach me...
Certainly.
I'm interested in more about...
Wouldn't you rather learn the bait?
Well...
May the Lord watch over you.
Ah, I heard you know how to speak Hungarian. But are you fluent?
Ah, I speak it well enough. But why are you interested, brother?
Where did you learn Hungarian?
In the university in Vienna. I studied there diligently until all my coin was spent. So I'm travelling back to my home, Prague, to the mother of all cities, brother.
I might have a job for you.
A job? And I was hoping you were coming with an invitation to a drink, or a message from my mistress.
Your mistress sends word for you to get off that idle arse of yours and come with me.
Ha! I don't have a mistress anymore. But what about that drink? Do they have wine where you're headed?
Maybe watery beer. But if I know your kind, you'll be happy enough to drink that.
Oh, God's truth, brother. So what's it all about, then?
I need someone to question a cumin. I can see you're not tongue-tied and you know Hungarian, so shouldn't be a problem for you.
Lord almighty, a cumin? Ah, but what does it matter? My employers here want to send me back on the road come the end of the week. How much are you paying?
How much would you like?
Well, the question is, how much are you offering?
Since it's you...
That's not enough. Fine. It sounds like a fair deal. And where do you have this cumin of yours?
Have you heard of the mill in Bujin?
Of course. I've won at dice against a band that works there more than once.
Fine. Take your things and we'll go.
I'm honored that you
I've come to ask about that Cuman.
Ask away.
How did you manage to catch him? It's not like I underestimated.
Aye, he was. But he had a bit of bad luck.
I went for water in the morning, and all of a sudden I saw a man on a horse riding through the ford. Halfway down the ford, the horse got wild and threw him into the water. I waded in and pulled him up on the shore. And then I realized he was a Cuman. Luckily for me, he'd hit his head and was out cold. So I dragged him into the barn.
And what plans do you have for him?
What do I know? The miller told me to guard him.
All right, I'll ask him. Interesting.
God be with you.
We can start the questioning.
Wonderful. I was almost done.
So, let's begin. Tell him he has one and only chance to save his neck from the gallows.
Jól figyelj, van esélyed a menekvésre.
Tell him I know damn well he's got stolen valuables hidden somewhere around here.
Hova suvactottat a cuccot, amit ötszalogkodtál?
Ezt megmondhatom neked, de előbb azt áruld el, az a fekete hajú ott mellette tud-e magyarul?
Nem, egy szót se.
What's he saying?
Well, he seems to be resisting.
Tell him if he carries on being stubborn, I'm going to lose my patience.
Now, mond, hol van?
Elmondom neked, de azt a gecit, aki melletted áll, küld el valahova.
Aha, már gazdem érteni.
Akkor jó, hogy értik egymást. Jól figyelj, azzal a nagy várossal szemben a folyónál.
Ratályra gondolsz?
A nevét nem tudom. Egy nagy város, várfalakkal. És van ott két vár. Szemben a folyó túlpartján van egy domb. Ha a város felé nézel, van melletted egy út. Azon az úton van egy kereszteződés, egy kiégett fával. Viszonnan egy kis ösvény le a vízhez. És lent a víznél van egy kivált fatör.
És abban van?
Igen.
So? Is he saying anything?
No, not really. He just keeps swearing.
Tell him he's running out of time.
És hova küldjem?
Pénzhelyét nem tudom pontosan elmondani, így oda kell őt vinnem.
Well now, he started to talk. He says he buried the coin somewhere in the forest, but he can't describe the place exactly. He says he can take it there, though.
Fine. That's good enough for me.
Mit akartok már megint? Miért nem hagysz nyugodtan megdögleni, te érzéketlen szentság? Miért? Engedjetek!
You don't shut that mouth, please. We'll shut it for you.
Shame I can't swim.
What are you playing at here?
You should river.
God grant you...
We went to interrogate that Cuman.
Is that so? Tell me about it.
You were right. He's got coin hidden somewhere.
Ha! You see? That's the legendary miller's instinct for you.
The only trouble is, he can't quite describe the way there to me. He wants to lead me himself.
So, what are you waiting for? Go with him. Get the money and bring it back here.
And what to do with the Cuman afterwards?
Once you got the coin, you can do what you like with that heathen.
All right. But what do I get out of it?
I'll let you have half. That's fair, isn't it?
Aye, fair enough. I'll get going then.
Good. And don't even think of trying anything underhand. If I find out you've cheated me, you'll rue the day.
Don't worry, Miller.
See you later.
God's blessing.
I have something to ask about the...
Tell me, brother.
Whatever he said took a lot longer than your translation. Did you really tell me everything?
Well, you know, they have a different manner of speaking in Hungary. Some things can't be translated so easily. There are a few hard nuts for us translators to crack there.
So you didn't translate everything?
Not verbatim. But look, I don't know why you're making a fuss about it. It's simple. He's gonna take you there, and the money's yours.
It's just I'm sure I heard him say something about Ratai.
He must have misheard. He didn't mention that place. He speaks a strange dialect. That's the trouble.
A fucking dialect? I've had enough of this. I'm taking the Cuman to Ratai, and we'll see what he has to say when he's on the rack. They'll have a translator who knows what he's doing. And if I find out you've betrayed me, you'll be very sorry.
Fine, fine. Just keep calm. I didn't tell you everything. You're right.
So what did he say? I'm listening.
He described the place where he says the money is hidden, in exchange for me promising that I'd talk to you into letting him guide you there.
Where does he want to take me?
I have no idea, but it's probably not anywhere you'd want to be.
But where's the money then?
Well, across the river from Ratai, there's a hill. And when you're standing on that hill, looking at the town, there's a road next to you. On that road, there's a crossroads by a burnt tree. From there, a small path leads to the water. Then, by the water, on the right, he says, there's a hollowed out stump. And that's where you'll find it.
Well now, it looks like we're through here. Get lost.
I'm already on my way. And everything is fine now, is it not, brother?
You better hope it's there, or I'm going to come looking for you.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not so foolish as to lie to you twice, am I?
I should hope not.
Tell me, what are you going to do with that bloody tune? It's up to your...
should have let him drown. The river would have washed him away and we'd all be better.
Or he'll stab us all in the sleep.
I'll
Bloody rest. Mit akartok már megint? Gyáva nyulak vagytok mind. Itt tartotok, mint egy állatot, de egyikőtök sem mer velem kiállni. Köpök rátok szukafatja.
Nice try, but I'm not stupid.
Na mi van? Megyünk?
But still, I don't intend to wander around the forest all day. Show me where it really is, and no trickery. Got that?
Huh?
God, for fuck's sake, get on with it. Don't you dare try anything.
picsába! Hol az a szaros fa? Világos. Miért is ásta volna el a közelben az az idióta tihamér? Az ott egész ismerősnek tűnt. Világos. Miért is ásta volna el a közelben az az idióta tihamér? A pénz egy farönbe van elrejtve. Akkor kell vagy sem? Elveszed vagy sem? Money, here! Igen?
I have what I wanted. Now we're going to Ratai, my friend.
Put that weapon away before someone gets hurt.
God grant. Take care.
God save you. What can I do for you?
I'm here about the Cuman.
Ah, so it was you who brought him. I suppose you've come for your reward.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, I'll tell you that. That is the first Cuman anyone's ever brought in alive. Then again, those devils don't deserve any mercy. Anyway, here's the reward for your service.
Thanks. You look like you've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff. Is work keeping you busy?
Busy? I've had so many visitors, I wouldn't wonder if the door fell off its hinges.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. It's not that there's a shortage of jobs, the problem's sharing them out fairly.
I understand. Everyone has mouths to feed.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might be able to help, Henry.
How?
They're like to be more honest with you, so you can find out who's in the most need. And you can decide for yourself who'll do what. Will you help?
If you need help, I'll do whatever I can.
You're a godsend. I'm sure it won't take too long. You know how the refugees are getting on, don't you? But ask around if you need to find out more.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers? That sounds simple enough. Is there a problem?
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry, begging your pardon, shit. Or as the Pope would say, excrement.
Is there anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex will know which of the Scarlet's folk are best suited to the job.
How come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me. And I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
Oh, they're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
Can you tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself. I couldn't get a straightforward answer out of him. Maybe he's changed his mind.
What do I need to know about the water carriers?
We need 3. Right now, some of the burgers' hands are doing the job.
And they need to go all the way down to the river for water?
Of course, where else would they get it? Gallows Hill? It's not an easy job, but someone has to do it.
What can you tell me about the other carriers?
It's dirty, but it's a job that needs to be done. There'll be more than enough work for them. Some places are overflowing.
Sounds disgusting. Why would anyone want the job?
If all else fails, I'll pay 2 groschen for every 1 I pay the water carriers. That might convince someone.
That's all I need to know.
Good luck, then. Good luck to you.
God be with you.
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well, yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young? Nimble?
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry. I also heard there are vacant carrier jobs.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burghers don't have to send their own servants.
It will benefit my people as well.
Of course, it goes without saying.
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know...
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home. God be with you.
Lady Stephanie of Talmberg sent me to...
And what would she like? Fine clothes from Venice? Exquisite spices from Arabia? Jewels from Germany?
Wine. Good wine.
Ah.
Ah?
Would beer be enough?
As a gift for a noble woman's wedding? No, it definitely wouldn't.
Then that's going to be a problem. I gave the last keg of good wine away as a prize for the archery competition tomorrow.
Shit. Isn't there anywhere else where I could find the wine?
Unfortunately not. I have the exclusive right to sell and buy that particular vintage. No one else in the region will stock it.
Can I enroll in the competition?
But of course. Go to the shooting range above Rattay.
But what if I don't win the competition?
Then you'll have to persuade the winner to part with some truly excellent wine.
I suppose I'll just have to find a way to get it.
I'm sorry, there's nothing more I can do to help. May the Lord watch over you.
Jesus Christ be praised. God be with you.
My respects too.
How does life in...
It'd be fine if we didn't have to sleep in hovels and beg for alms. And the bailiff is always on our backs, the bastard. But what can we do? We've got nowhere else to go.
Did you find out what actually happened?
What do I know? The lords are at each other's throats. But it's us that has to suffer for it. Same as always.
How are you coping?
As well as we can, Henry. You can be glad Sir Radzig took you into his service. I hear you even go hunting with Lord Capon.
I've been once. And I don't think it'll be happening again anytime soon.
Ah, it's a shame. Because I was going to ask a favor of you. I'm sure you know there's a lot of hungry mouths here, so I thought you might be able to help.
I don't know. I'm not such a great hunter that I could feed all the refugees.
No, that's not what I meant. It's the townspeople here who have a taste for game. They want to live like the nobility, see? A few of the burghers have been to see me already, to ask if we'd try our luck in the woods. They promised us supplies in exchange. Flour, lard, eggs, and the like. But we can't afford to take the risk of poaching. We're barely tolerated as it is. If one of ours got caught in the woods, they'd hang him from the nearest tree. But I was thinking, you're in Sir Radzig's garrison, and you go hunting with Sir Hans. You could help us.
Well, I got away with brawling with Lord Capon, so I don't suppose they'll string me up for a few hares.
Great, Henry. I really appreciate it. The local tailor was asking me about getting some hares to put on a feast for a visiting merchant.
All right. I'll bring you something.
Thank you. You'll be saving us from starvation.
May the Lord watch over you.
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
But what of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant...
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skalitz, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
But who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathaus, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
Thanks. I'll go.
Take care now. Farewell.
Good afternoon. Goodbye.
God be with you.
Farewell.
My respects.
Take care now.
What?
Buddy. I hope I...
Farewell.
Can I do anything to
What's
help?
that? Who are you?
Jesus Christ. Your clothes. Were you assaulted? May the Lord watch over.
God's sake.
Take care now.
Huh?
Jesus Christ.
Trouble at home?
You overheard us, did you? She's a good woman. Normally we don't quarrel, but things have been hard on us these days.
And is there some way I could help you? People here know me. I've helped a few of them.
You're right. Folk have been talking about you. All right, I'll tell you. When I was running from Skeletons, I left some valuables hidden under a dovecote in front of our house. You know where we live, right?
I do, but under a dovecote?
You see? You wouldn't have thought of it either. In any case, the coin would really come in handy right now, but I'm afraid to go back there alone. Do you think you could?
And what will I get out of it?
Well, I'll be...
Of course. I'll try to...
Thank you so... Take care now.
Eternal rest. What are you here for?
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Why not?
Because I'm still Father Francis.
But I heard he fled and isn't coming back.
Don't pay any attention. They're just rumors. I'm still his housekeeper.
Where's Father Francis now?
I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was going to confession in Sasau. But that was before all these terrible things happened. I've heard no word of him since then.
Does he go to Sasau often? Where does he stay when he's there?
Not so often. About once a month. He always used to stay in the inn near the monastery, so he wouldn't have far to go.
I'll ask around about what happened to Father Francis. I'll let you know.
God bless.
May the Lord watch over you.
I may be sorry.
Yeah.
Jesus, not as shallow as it looks. I'm back.
So I see. Well, have you got it?
Unfortunately not. Things got a bit out of hand.
What do you mean?
The Cumin took to his heels.
What? How the hell could that happen?
He just ran off. Wasn't much I could do about it since I was on my own.
Damn it to hell. All that effort for nothing.
Now, don't take it so hard. It could be he made the whole thing up just for a chance to escape.
In that case, he made fools of us both. Sorry, but that doesn't cheer me up much. Well, never mind. Nothing to be done now. You run along, leave me to cry in my beer over the wasted opportunity. God be with you.
What are you here for?
Are you Ag...
I am, or I did.
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper. So it seems. Anyway...
Well, Father Francis was very...
Merchant Hagen isn't just anybody.
I've heard of him. That he's a good Catholic.
Really? Well, yeah, sure he is.
Truly. People still talk about the lovely service he arranged for his wife's funeral.
So, you wouldn't mind being his housekeeper?
Well, I don't know. What will Father Francis do?
Father Francis no longer needs a housekeeper.
What? Don't tell me he's found a new one.
Well, I probably shouldn't tell you. I'm afraid that's just how it is.
But that's not like him. Somebody must have been putting ideas into his head. I'll have to go back and talk to him.
But he's not at St. James's.
No? Then where is he? And why does he have a new housekeeper there?
They're sending him away, somewhere to South Bohemia. I was told they've arranged all the help he needs there already.
But what will I do?
He didn't want to drag you away somewhere else, since you've been here your whole life.
That's true, but what will he do without me? Who will take care of him?
I'm sure he'll be well taken care of. What about you? You could have a good life as Hagen's housekeeper.
Very well. I'll go and work for him then. Take care. Beneath thy mercy, the Blessed Virgin.
Hosts! Stay in the temple! God save you.
Would you teach me more?
Certainly.
I'm interested in...
Wouldn't you rather...
Well... Will you teach me? I'd like to practice...
All right, but...
Isn't that quite a lot? What about this?
That's not enough. Agreed. Now, listen up. Good luck.
Yeah. 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 I'm back.
So I see. Well, have you got it?
I have. There was a small fortune stashed away there.
Well, well. So, give me my half and we can each go on our merry way.
Here you are.
Splendid! It's been a pleasure working with you. See you later.
Well, well, you've got a look on your face like the cat that got the cream. I've only seen that look when... You wouldn't be cheating on me now, would you?
Never. Why on earth would I go with some harlot when I've got the prettiest girl around?
You silver-tongued devil. But I know you. You'd never lie to me, would you? I'm sorry for doubting you.
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
In this weather?
Do you want something?
I'd like to ask a favor of you, Hal.
Of course. What is it?
I heard you're picking people to carry water. No one needs the job more than Antonia.
Adam never mentioned any Antonia.
I'm not surprised. But Antonia really needs that job.
Can she cook?
What's that got to do with carrying water?
Nothing, but there's a cook's job going too. Much easier than hauling water.
I don't know how good a cook she is, though. You'd better ask her yourself.
Do you think she'll be able to handle carrying those buckets? It's quite far, and up that hill.
She's no princess. She's tough enough.
All right. I'll bear it in mind.
Bear it in mind? What does that mean?
It means I'll think about it. The bailiff has the last word.
Well, if he's got something against giving the job to a woman, then try and get Vincent in at least. He might not have anyone on their deathbed, but his mother has no one else.
Don't you want a little wager on the rat corner?
Hey, lad! Huh? God be with you.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
I know they got nowhere to go. Scarlet's is a pile of ashes and the countryside ain't safe, but they've been here too long. Some of those buggers got light fingers, and not a one of them as appreciates the sacrifices we made for them.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Everywhere they go, they pillage, rape and slaughter. Or so the tales have it. Of course, all armies do that, but them barbarians take pleasure in it.
I've heard there's a contest happening, and that the prize is a keg of fine wine.
That's true. I bought the finest wines to be had in the province.
I'd like to take part.
Do you know the rules?
I don't.
You shoot 7, 13 or 21 arrows, depending on who you're shooting against. The straw surround is worth 1 point. The white ring 2, and the bullseye 3. Whoever finishes shooting first gets 3 extra points. The round ends when everyone has finished shooting, and whoever has the most points wins. It's the custom to wager on it, to make it more interesting, see? The better archers you shoot against, the higher the stakes.
All right, that seems straightforward.
Just one more thing. Don't leave while the contest is underway, and never aim or shoot at anything but the target. Otherwise you're out. Got it?
Got it.
Splendid, here's some arrows for you. But you can use your own if you want. Meanwhile, I'll round up the competition. Good luck. Congratulations once more. And here, as promised, a cask of the finest wine in the province.
Thank you.
Hey!
Carrots that'll make you and your family happy. Onions that'll make you cry, and garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
What do you want from me?
What do you want?
I want to work. And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me, though. So I came here myself.
Look, I already have more people than jobs. You're a bit late.
But I really need a job.
Well, so does everyone else around here.
None of them has a husband on his deathbed.
He's dying.
He's badly wounded. So poorly he's been in his bed for weeks. Unconscious most of the time.
Sorry to hear it.
I already owe the apothecary a small fortune. And he won't lift a finger for us now.
What did you do in Skalitz?
I was at the silverworks, roasting the ore and washing it. My husband was at the smelter.
Oh, Christ. Things got very ugly there. I suppose that's where your husband was wounded? It's a miracle you managed to drag him all the way to Ratai.
What else could I do? Leave him there?
All right. I'll think about it and talk to the bailiff.
And you'll tell him to take me, right? Good luck then.
Good health to you.
You're here about the water carrying?
Aye. I can haul water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm laborer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Skullets and ended up here.
Quite the factotum, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go and do that.
Pickman? That's your name?
Actually, my real name's Vassal, but they call me Pickman.
Is that German?
No. It's from when I was in the mines, digging with a pick.
How are you holding up, anyway?
What can I tell you? I've seen better days for sure.
Besides water, you could carry... you could empty latrines.
What? Carry shit? That'd be a new one for me. No, it's not a thing I'd go around boasting about.
That's enough for now.
So, we're agreed then? When do I start working?
Look, the bailiff is the one who'll decide after I report back to him.
So, I might not get the job? I'll be in the shit if I don't. Understand?
God be with you.
Good day to you. What do you need?
How does life in
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in, but...
Did you find out what...
Folks say it was on account of us.
Are you here on account...
Yes, I am. My name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask a few questions and we'll see, alright?
Fine. Ask away.
What did you do before this?
I work for my father.
Doing what? Who's your father, anyway?
He was Moimir. We had a farm near Scarlet's.
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never saw you there.
I don't go to taverns.
How are you holding up?
Well, I'm alive. But I miss my father. And the farm, too. But Ma says there's no use dwelling on it. Life must go on.
What happened with Bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
I don't know. I didn't talk to him at all.
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
Aye. I want to carry water.
That's all? There's nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
That's enough for now.
Take care now.
My respects to you.
You're interested in...
I am. It's about time.
I agree. Now, I'll ask...
What? But I want the work and I deserve it. Keep your questions for good-for-nothings.
What makes you so deserving? How did you make a living before this?
I was the owner of a mine. Well, I had a lease on it. But in our line of work, it amounts to the same thing.
The chief, eh? But have you ever hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a shaft with a winch.
It's hard work carrying water.
So is taking care of a mine.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water, not brains.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
There's also the option of, emptying latrines.
Are you trying to insult me? That's no job for a decent Christian.
True. That's why it pays double.
Double, hey? Well, that's not bad, not bad. But, for a man of my stature, No doubt there are more needy souls. Double.
How are you holding up in Ratai?
Not too well. I've tried offering my administrative abilities at the rat house, but the bailiff treats me like a peasant.
He's not an easy man to deal with, true enough. But if you show him what you're capable of...
Well, if he gives you a chance to show him...
And the bailiff complained he couldn't get a word out of you.
I refused to talk to him. Last time I did, he was vulgar, shouted and threatened to whip me. And then he comes and interrogates me.
Well, I can't see how that would put you off him. What would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
So that's how it is it? An honest person can't get a job.
Come now. I just want to help, but I'll have my...
All right. I don't have anything, but I know the...
Cheap armour might come in handy, all right?
Done. As soon as I get the job, come and...
That's enough for now.
May the Lord watch over you.
My respects to you.
You're here about the water?
I am. Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job.
What for? I can have...
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Thunder the winch, right? Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So do I get the job?
We're not finished yet. And how are you holding up?
Not very well. I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and get some money for it. But it's not enough. Especially when the dice don't fall in my favor.
Sure. And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
And what about soldiering? That's real man's work, isn't it?
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you'd think you were kicked by a horse, which I once showed to us. Only, I'm too...
No doubt. I heard you lot don't want to talk.
I don't know much about that. The others didn't talk to him, so I kept my mouth shut as well. That's the way we do it at the mines. He didn't even really ask me anything anyway. Just mumbled something under his breath.
Are you here because you want to
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning it so far. But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
Well, there's also the option of carrying, shit.
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
And what if I told you that you get dubbed?
Didn't I mention something about
You did? But more money?
I wouldn't be Thunder the winch anymore. More like Thunder the stench.
And how are you holding up?
Not very well. I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and...
Sure.
What for? They'll get the mines running again.
It's a shame there isn't any real...
Ain't that the truth? But as I've said...
I know everything...
So, can I go carry...
Not yet.
Well, I hope he...
I'll bear that in mind.
Good luck to you.
God be with you.
You're one of the...
Well, Alex told...
That's right. But first I'll ask...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines. And not just in the mines. So...
At the mines? So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft. And I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, Have you heard anything from their lordships? When will they open the mines again?
I wouldn't worry. They won't let a source of silver just sit there. As soon as this thing blows over, they'll open it up again.
God willing, I hope you're right.
How badly do you...
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work around for miners. And at least I can earn a few groschen.
It's not easy work, though.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees or...
There's one more option.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
But it would be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. But what about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
It won't come to that. Sir Radzig will surely take care of things when he returns home. He won't forget the sacrifice you make.
I'm glad to hear that. If that's how it is, I'll even carry shit.
How are you holding up?
You mean this here? Well, I've got feeling back in my arm again.
What happened to it, anyway?
That time in Skalitz. I was knocked down by a horse, but it's better now.
But can you handle carrying water? It's no easy matter.
Sure I can. Like I said...
The bailiff said he couldn't get a word.
Well, he's not the most popular man around.
Maybe, but if you lot had just talked to him, I wouldn't have to run around dealing with this, and you'd all have a few groschen by now.
You might be right.
That's enough for now.
Good luck to you.
Good health to you.
I know everything I need.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn...
So, how do we do this? Do I just give you their names, or should I send for them?
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or something else. Don't worry, I'll send for them.
Tonda. They call him the Winch.
The Winch? Ought to be good with a bucket anyway. What's he going to do?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water.
Vincent, Moimir's son.
Vincent? Never heard of him. What do you think he should do?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Peter, better known as Rock.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person.
Antonia.
What? A woman?
Yeah, is that a problem? You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long...
She can handle the job, have no fear.
Let's hope so. You'll have to answer to me if she can't. Where do we put her, then?
Carrying shit.
Good.
Cornelius.
Ah, Cornelius. I had him here once looking for a job. Where do you want to put him? I'd like to see him with buckets of shit.
Carrying shit.
Can't be done. We've already got enough people.
Carrying water. That's it.
Good. All decided. Now about the cook's job.
I chose a cook as well.
Tell me who you chose.
I chose old Agnes for the cook's job. I had a job convincing her, but it was worth it. She's the best cook around.
Glad to hear it. I'll have to drop in on Hagen for lunch sometime.
God be with you.
Come right up. No need to be shy.
Come on up and see.
God be with you. Good luck to you.